ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಅಖಿಲ ವೇದಗಳ ಸಾರವ ಧರಿಸಿ ಮುನ್ನ ಇವ ನಿಖಿಲ ವ್ಯಾಕರಣಗಳ ನಿವಹ ಪೇಳ್ವ ಮುಖದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಿಂಚಿತ ಅಪಶಬ್ದ ಇವಗಿಲ್ಲವೆಂದು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಪ್ರಾಣನನ ರಾಮನನು ಕರೆಸಿದ. This is a beautiful padya which describes how profound a scholar Hanuman was. In the last padya we saw how he learned from the Suryantaryami Suryanarayana Bhagavan. So in this padya it's little like a comparison or a continuation where Sripadarajaru shows to us how profound a scholar he was. Well, the incident revolves around the Rishyamukha mountain. Rama and Lakshmana, after Sita was kidnapped, were in search of Sita. All the indications showed that Sita was taken towards the south. So Rama and Lakshmana came in search of Sita towards the south, where they arrived around the Rishyamukha mountain. This is the mountain where Sugriva lived. Sugriva, who was afraid of his own brother Vali, lived around this mountain. Sugriva from a long distance saw Rama and Lakshmana coming there and he got frightened. He thought that they were the persons of Vali and Vali had sent them in order to control and arrest Sugriva. And there Hanuman comes, pacifies Sugriva and says, "No, they may not be the people of Vali. I will go and I will tell you back who they are." Enlightens Sugriva of the person who is coming is the Lord and then goes to meet Rama. And Hanuman, before going there, disguises himself as a sannyasi and goes to meet Rama. And all these incidents and how he talked with his talk, how his scholarship has been exhibited is shown to us in this padya. Akhila Vedagala Sarava Dharisi Munnaiva. Akhila is all. Sara is the essence. Vedagala Sara. He who has mastered all the essence of Vedas, how he talks, that person talks perfectly. Such a perfect talk was exhibited by Hanuman. Dharisi Munnaiva. Dharisi, by taking the disguise of sannyasi, Munnaiva, that too even before meeting Rama, Hanuman went there and talked with Rama. There is a beautiful philosophical fact here too. The Vedas, the primary aim of Vedas says three things which we call the crux of the Vedas. Jnana, the Tattva Jnana about the Bhagavan is very important for a person. Then the Svochita Karmagalu, that karma that has been advised to him, that karma which is dharmic is very important for a person. Number 3 is the Vairagya, Vishaya Vairagya, berefting oneself from the materialistic pleasures. All these three things contribute to the moksha sadhana for a person, says our Vedas, right? Here, Sripadarajaru says, in this one sentence, Akhila Vedagala Sarava Dharisi Munnaiva, and through this one incident, Hanuman has brought to us that he is a master of all the Vedas. This reflects in his talking, that when he talks without any flaw, that it's a clear fact that he knows all the Vedas. Akhila Vedagala Sarava Dharisi Munnaiva. Nikhila Vyakaranagala Nivaha Pedva. Nikhila also means all. Hanuman is someone who has mastered all the Vyakarana Shastras, says Sripadarajaru. Vyakarana, Nikhila Vyakarana Nivaha Pedva is that this word Nivaha actually has two meanings. With one meaning, if we say collection, then Hanuman has mastered the collection of all Vyakarana Shastras, which is exhibited in his talking. Number 2, this word Nivaha also means creating or writing. When Hanuman talked, it looked like he is the one who has written all this Vyakarana Shastras, the concept of grammar. Such perfect his talking was. And how his talking was is described in the next line. Mukhadalli Kinchit Apashabda Ivagillavendu. Kinchit, even an iota of Apashabda, a flaw, cannot be found in his talking. Neither in the words he used, neither in the akshara that he used, neither in the swara, the tone of his speaking, neither in the metric. There can be one small flaw that can be detected in his talking, says Sripadarajaru. Mukhadalli Kinchit Apashabda. Here also, when we say Mukhadalli, even in his speaking there was no flaw, even in his tone there was tone and expressions, there was no flaw. Mukha also means face. So when he uses his forehead, his eyebrows, his eyes, even in the expressions, he had no flaw. Generally what happens when someone talks for a long time, it is mandatory that they commit mistake. There are chances are very high. That too, in some cases what happens when someone talks with a little different expression, what the person's intention is not conveyed properly. The person who is receiving the conversation thinks sometimes that he is arrogant, he is full of pride, etc. This happens in many cases. But Hanuman, even in the mukha, in his talk and in his mukha face, the body language that he had, he was just flawless, immaculate. It was perfectly matching towards his talk, perfectly matching his character, says Sripadarajaru. Even Valmiki Rishi too highlights the Hanuman's speech. He says when Hanuman talks, even if there is an enemy in front of him who is fully having weapons armed, ready to kill Hanuman, he will drop all his weapons and he will see the talking of Hanuman and he will fall to his feet. Such powerful, such peaceful, such happiness oriented, satisfying oriented is Hanuman's talk, says Valmiki Rishi. And which is what is Sripadarajaru too implies by his line, Mukhadalli kinchitapa shabda ivagillavendu mukhya prananana Rama anukarisida. And Rama followed anukarisida. When we take the meaning of the word anukarisida as follow, mukhya prananana, Rama followed mukhya prana Hanuman to reach Sugriva is one meaning. If we take anukarisida as accepting, Rama accepted the service that has been offered to him by Hanuman is one more meaning. If we take anukarisida as agreeing, Rama agreed to be for Hanuman to be in the part of this Bhubharana Harana for which he incarnated also means. So Hanuman, someone who has mastered the essence of all the Vedas, someone who has well versed the crux of Vyakarana Shastras, if he talks, how immaculately the person will talk. Such a talking was exhibited by Hanuman to Rama when Rama and Lakshmana arrived at the Rishyamukha mountain, says Sripadarajaru. And hearing to the words of Hanuman, Rama and Lakshmana immediately followed him to reach Sugriva. And in the next padya, the entire Madhwanama Sundarakanda has been brought in a very small capsule of one padya, which we'll see in our next episode. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.